Okay, so yeah, half a face brush, maybe I'll just put it on. I won't like it, and then I'll fix it. Life is wild. Life is wild. Hello. Last time you guys saw me, I bleached my eyebrows.
They ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
That lasted around 4 days because my brows started growing in, and then it looked like I had like ants or something on my brows. It was... Ugh. Anyway, right now I want to try some product. I am super excited. I don't know why. This is the Nars Soft Matte Complete Foundation. If you know me at any capacity, you know that I'm a kind of more dewy, glowy, natural looking person. But I saw the release video for this and I was intrigued. This came out at the same time as Rare Beauty. Rare Beauty, it looks great. I've heard great things from friends and from reviews, but personally, I already have things that look like that. So I saw this and was like, wow, this is completely different from what I usually go for. So that's why I'm trying that today. I love Nars Complexion products. I love their other foundations. This here is one of my personal favorites. This is the Nars Tinted Moisturizer. It's the Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer. Very natural looking. It's a great match for my skin. I am shade light 1 Finland because I'm pale. I'm gonna do like a little wear test. I obviously am not going out. I don't even know what time it is. It's 7:47. It's 7:47 p.m. I have to go to my neighbor's and drop something off. I'm gonna put a mask on, so I'll be trying that. I don't have any matte concealers, so I got a matte concealer, and it's actually the Nars one because I've heard great things about it. I just don't like matte things, okay? I have combination skin, so it's oily in the T-zone, and then my cheeks are very dry. So I'm gonna try my best. I'm using mostly powder products for everything else to keep the matte thing going, but they're still radiant. Like, it's not like I'm gonna look crusty or anything. Yeah, the only cream thing I'm using is the Morphe blush, the cheap and lick the cheek and lip mousse. I love these. That's all I can say. I really like this formula. Anyway, that's enough. Let's get to it. So I'm gonna try half of my face brush, half of my face sponge. I'll be using my regular foundation brush, and then I'm gonna be using Juno & Co. sponge. This is the SpongeBob collab that Juno & Co. had. It's Patrick. It's Patrick. Let's get to it. I always prime. I'm using Hydro Grip. It's my favorite. And recently, I have also been using the Becca First Light Priming Filter. I've used it before, didn't really love it, but I've been using it on top of my Hydro Grip, and it works great. Like, I don't even understand why it's so good, but it does it for me, you know? Okay, looking good. My skin has been crazy lately. Like, my pores are huge. I don't know what's going on. Like, stop. I don't need this.
Stop it. Get some help.
I already opened this earlier to swatch it. I just wanted to make sure this was my correct shade. This is in the shade Salzburg. Light 3.5. So it's light 3.5 Salzburg. It's their neutral undertone. Okay, I'm gonna do my usual thing. I normally put foundation in the back of my hand. I'm gonna start with little because this is a full coverage thing and I'm not used to that, so apparently it's full coverage. I don't know. I wouldn't know. Let's see. I mean, the Morphe one was supposed to be sheer and I'm like, this is medium coverage. What are you talking about, baby? Okay, this is the half I'm gonna do with brush. So it's a good match. Not gonna lie. I'm liking it. Okay, not gonna lie, this looks beautiful. It's full coverage, but it feels so light. And it feels dry. Like it feels like I'm putting powder, like it's drying down and it feels like a powder, but not heavy. And it doesn't look like powder. Am I gonna start liking matte foundations or something? Or is this just a different thing? Why is this light so bright? Let's live in the now. How about that? I think this is gonna settle into my fine lines, like my laugh lines, because I'm getting old. And maybe my forehead line, but I mean, like, hello, baby. I like how this looks. I like it. Okay, let's go to the other side with a sponge. It's already wet and ready.
Pay my tuition just to kiss me on this wet and cushy.
I actually like the sponge side a little bit better, so I'm gonna just finesse everything with the sponge. Call the press. Christian is liking a matte foundation. Call TMZ. Call la Comay. Lo sé todo. Christian likes a matte foundation. Okay, this looks very nice. I am loving it. For real. It's a good match too, I think. This concealer has been around for a long time. I remember when it came out and people were raving about it, and they also use it as a eyeshadow primer, and it turns out beautiful. I've seen people do it in real life and it really does work. So if you're looking for a good primer for your eyeshadow, this concealer is a good one. Okay, I'm gonna go in with a sponge. This is a lot of coverage for what I'm used to. But I mean, it's a nice change of pace, I guess. As I said, it's settling into my forehead. Weirdly, that happens with every single foundation I have ever worn. But the real test will be if it settles into my laugh lines. Which it kind of is doing, but not severely. So I'm not mad at it, okay? I'm not mad. I think. Apparently this foundation is transfer proof and like mask life is better with it. We'll see about that. So I'm gonna finish my face. I'm not used to this. I don't know, guys. I'm not used to matte. I'm trying. Okay, I'm done with everything. Now let me just put some Set and Refresh from Morphe. Just, you know, it's matte, okay? And it's not horribly matte, but I feel dry. It doesn't feel horribly dry, but I just feel dry, okay? Okay, so I'm done applying. First impressions. It's okay. I mean, it's still radiant. It's dry, it's matte, but it's not dry. It settles into my frown line, but that's normal. Man, the blush looks kind of weird. So this blush is a very weird formula. So it's a cream, but it's like a matte cream. That makes sense. And I don't know, it looks okay on camera, but it's just not performing as I'm used to it performing. That's just it, okay? No biggie. But other than that, I feel like this looks very nice. It doesn't look cakey. I don't know how to explain it. It's dry. It's
that you want.
It's dry like you would expect from a matte foundation, but it's not matte looking. It looks pretty radiant. But yeah, this is how it's looking. I don't know, you tell me. I will give you an update. I will give you an update later. Okay. Final thoughts. It's 12:44 a.m. I've worn this for about
6.5 hours later.
So I've worn this for almost 6 hours, and okay. It looks okay. I mean, it's not matte anymore. It's dewy, okay? But doesn't look bad. I mean, I don't mind the dewy. And my chin, which is usually drier than the rest of my face, still looks matte. It's just, you know, oily problems. I like it. I don't know if the problem here was the blush I used. I will try it with another blush and maybe let you know on Instagram or something. But it just, I don't know, it settled into my pores, which are larger than normal, but they're not huge. And surprisingly, it did well on my smile lines. It did not, however, do well underneath my, like the pads on my glasses. And a little bit bunching up on this side in this area. Normal with my frown line, that is normal. It bunches up there and I have to like correct it every now and then. That's okay. Other than that, I think this looks okay. There is a weird thing like on my nose. It didn't really stick on my nose at all. It didn't really stay on my nose that well either, like here, and I don't know, like the little pores on my nose, they just look a little bit more like they're there. I don't know if you can notice that. Let's see if I can zoom you in. That's how it's looking. It did do good with the mask. This is the mask I used. I wore it for around 15 minutes. 15 minutes, yes. I dropped something off at my neighbor's house and not much got on it. Like, you can see a little bit is on the nose area there, and there's a little bit on the cheeks too, on like those ridges there. I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, not a lot of it came off. For 15 minutes, I think that was pretty good. The concealer did well. It's been 6 hours. That's like a work shift for me. And that's not bad. I'm gonna take a little bit of Set and Refresh and then use my sponge to do a little magic, see how it works. That honestly didn't do much. All in all, if you like full coverage, this is a good one. Also, if you don't like full coverage foundations that are matte, but want to try one, this is a great starting point because it's a very medium kind of thing. It's matte and full coverage, but it's lightweight, and it's also kind of not flat. It still has some dimension and radiance to it. I don't know. I'm looking at myself at in the monitor. It looks great on camera, which is weird, but when I see myself in the mirror, you know, it looks like I've been wearing this for 6 hours. There's really no weird settling or anything, really. Not even on my smile lines. I'll keep trying to work with this and see how it goes. And I'll do something, let you guys know, you know? So checking the price for this foundation, it's $40. So it's a little bit on the, you know, bougier side of things. But I think it's a good deal because it's a beautiful foundation. Like, don't get me wrong. My gripes with it right now are more so that I'm not used to this type of foundation. But if you do like this type of foundation, I think you will love this foundation. For real. It comes in 34 shades if I'm not mistaken, and from what I'm seeing here, it's a pretty nice spectrum of colors and shades. I think it's lacking a little bit in the fair and the deep category, but in the light, medium, and deep categories, I think it's pretty good. So my final verdict is that, yeah, this is a nice foundation and I recommend it. Nars really does come through when it comes to complexion products, and they did it again. I'm surprised they never had a matte foundation to begin with. So this is a great addition. Like, I don't have any, like, if I would say anything negative about it, it would be, I honestly can't think of anything else to say about this foundation. So if you're interested, check it out because it really is a good foundation. I really can't say anything negative about it. Make sure to follow me on all of my social media platforms. I am on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitch, I am on... And please be sure to like and share and subscribe and do the things with this video. And enjoy your day. Okay, bye.